Documentation of a function can be accessed directly in command window and from command window. I have two commands, help and doc. Doc command opens up the documentation browser and takes you to the reference page on the function. For example, if you say doc space square root, it opens up the documentation browser and takes you to the reference page on the square root function. Help command displays the help text directly in the command window. Let's see them in action. I can directly go to the reference page of a function by using the doc command as doc space name of the function. For example, sqrt to look up documentation on the square root function. And there I see the reference page on square root function. Likewise, I can open the documentation page on the log function by saying doc space log. And that is the reference page of the natural logarithm function log. Help command displays documentation text in the command window. For example, I say help space sqrt to display the documentation text of the square root function. There you see the function square root, its one phrase description, description of the syntax, and a section of related functions. Let's look up the documentation on log function. I say help space log. The help text you see in command window is the same as what the help browser displays on the function's reference page. Please note that the help command works only when you specify the exact name of the function. For example, if I say help average, it shows a message that a function with the name average could not be found. However, if you are using version 8, you can use the doc function to search for a keyword. For example, I can say doc average, and that opens up the documentation browser with search hits for the keyword average. This search feature using doc function is an enhancement in version 8 and is not available in version 7. So if you're using version 7 and you try doc average, it opens up the documentation browser and displays an error page saying that the average function was not found. No matter how good the documentation is, you might at times feel that it's confusing or a particular feature of some function is not described in sufficient detail. In such cases, you can resort to our discussion forums hosted at matlabtraining.com/blog/forum, where you can post questions and we will answer them. You will be given exclusive access to our forums when you sign up for our training program. There are also other forums like matlabcentral.com, and this one is managed by MathWorks. You can also try searching your question in search engines like Google or Bing. With a 30 million strong user community of MATLAB, odds are high that you will find your question already asked and answered.